yet? You on? Okay, it's now 4:16. We're going to go ahead and open the Board of Directors meeting, council, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flag. Carter's going to do that. You want to do both? All right, that's good. Just stand, we'll take care of this.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for all those who are gathered here today. We thank you for a beautiful sunshiny spring day now in North Texas. We just ask for your guidance and direction as we plan the proceedings of this organization, and ask for all this in Christ's name.
Amen.
Okay, Jim, you want to do some introductions?
Yes,
before I get
I'm going to turn it over to Anna. We have a new employee, our new grants coordinator, Laura. So, Anna.
Yes, Laura Mitchell. I'd like to introduce Laura Mitchell. She's our grants and contract compliance manager, and she started joining the agency on March the 8th, so very new. Laura comes to us from the city of Louisville, where she served as a grant specialist for about 2.5 years. She got her MPA from the University of North Texas, and then she got her undergraduate bachelor's degree at Southwestern University in Georgetown. So we're very excited to have her. What Laura will be focusing on for us is all the grants management and grants administration and contract compliance as it relates to the grants. As you know, there are a lot of strings attached to all the federal money that we get. So she'll be working with the departments and helping administer that and manage that. So we're very, very excited to have her on board. As we've gone through the transition, we had spread those duties throughout the whole finance area, so we're trying to put all of that back into the fold again so that we have that well managed. And she will also be the one that coordinates the triennial review that we go through every 3 years with FTA, and any audits or reviews that we have with other grant funding agencies. And we'll also be working very closely with the finance department every year when we go through the single audit. So Laura will report under purchasing, so she'll be reporting to our senior procurement manager, Athena Forrester, but we are very excited to have Laura on board. And we had quite a list of things for her to work on when she walked in the door. So Laura, thank you.
Welcome, Laura.
Oh, no.
She did mention it to me. Yeah, that did come up in our last
Well, I
meeting.
owe her several lunches or something like that,
Yeah.
so.
I'm sure I'll have to humbly substitute that at the city of
Do you
Louisville.
have any others?
No, sir.
Jim?
Oh, and you didn't meet our new, right, you don't introduce our newest board. Oh, you've already introduced?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Welcome.
I wasn't sure if everyone knew that Josh was here as my alternate, and so in case I can't make it, he'll be here, and he'll not be.
Any background with
He'll have
your
to-
background, or?
I work in marketing right now. I work for Hilton Corporation at their corporate office in Addison. So I do digital marketing for them. That's most of my background. Before that, I was with a couple of marketing agencies. I worked for Google for about 3 years before that. And then before that, I also had a background in radio broadcasting for a marketing career. So graduated of the University of North Texas. Been a resident in the Frisco area for about 12, 13 years. I have 2 kids in elementary school in Frisco High School. Glad to be here.
Welcome.
Is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Jim, can you meet me up here? Let me talk about you a little bit. When we were very, very young, Jim started this organization in the year 2005.
Did either of you have gray hair at that point?
No, we were, no girls, a lot of smiles. But Jim came right after we got money in this organization. Is that anything to you? I mean, we just got sales tax passed, and he came with his started spending money pretty fast. Sure did. I recall, that was back in 2005. He served of late for Flower Mound. He has moved to McKinney, Texas, of all things.
I've been asked one.
And he didn't ask at all to do that, but he's over there, and I just want to tell you, over all these years, 12 years, if my math is right, 12, 13 years. Yeah. You know, you can get to know someone pretty well, and we have an agreement that we don't tell anything on each other, but we have had some great years. We had great people. This was actually, when you came, we had just gotten the fund to start spending money like crazy, and I think this is kind of the proof of the organization, if you look at it now, that it's really a mature, well-respected organization, and you were very close.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Charles,
Opposed?
All right.
I wish you had a 2005 this time.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
Rusty identified there was a minor administrative, there was a wording change to the minutes as from publication. Connie, you pointed that out.
Yeah, no, I've looked at my, we made an edit to it.
And what was that?
Well, you did last week. No, until I'm replaced. Finally appointed. Taking service.
And it has been
So
now
spell it?
updated. It is now the McKinney Urban Transit District Board is who they presented to, and
Oh,
so it was in the number 6 of the regular meeting.
So it's really cosmetic.
Yes.
Yeah,
But just for completeness.
yeah, because it didn't match up with the
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read off the consent agenda, which is item 1A, approval of minutes of the board work session and regular meeting, February 14, 2017, approval of minutes from special call board of directors work session / strategic planning retreat held February 23rd, 2017. Item 1B, acceptance of financial statements January, February 2017. 1C, approval of award and contract for security guard services. 1D, approval of operating budget amendment for transfer to capital project funds for excess rail liability coverage, delayed single car operations and fare collection system. Is there a motion to approve this consent agenda?
So moved.
Moved. Connie seconded. Any further discussion or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Signify like sign. Abstentions, motion carries. That's, we're down to 2A, discussion and approval of proposed Denton Connect service changes.
I'm going to ask Christine to talk about this. I'm going to go back to what we spoke about during the work session, is that whenever we make changes, one of the requirements that we have is that that needs to be endorsed or approved by the board of directors. This has gone to public hearing. It's been, we've modified this over the last year. These changes would be effective the 15th of May. So Christine, give an update on this, and then we'll ask for your approval on these changes.
On page 92 is the beginning of, that's the board memo, and it gives a great overview of what the service changes include. As Jim mentioned, the service changes that are being recommended for implementation in May were derived from the long comprehensive operational analysis process. They have gone to the public multiple times and revised, and with what we have final, looks pretty good. But the biggest part of it is going to 30-minute peak frequencies and 60-minute off-peak frequency. Currently, the service in Denton is very inconsistent across the board. Of the 9 current routes, they're 22-minute frequency, 40-minute frequency. They're all over the board. So this will have a very consistent minute frequency across the board. We're also removing Route 9, which was a route that was serving, basically it was put in place to serve capacity issues of getting students from the DVTC to UNT. But now with these changes, there are 2 routes that are serving high frequency to UNT, 15-minute frequency, and 2 routes serving TWU, with a 15-minute frequency. So there are a lot of really good changes, and I think that what operations, with the modifications they made to the routes in conjunction with our work with Nelson Nygaard, I think what we have is good. The packet that's attached is very thick. It's page 92 through 130. What you'll see in that packet is all the information, the results from the comprehensive operational analysis, and then you'll see all the feedback received from the various public meetings that were held, and then the routes as they will be implemented in May, and the routes as they are now, to kind of a comparison. I'm available to answer any questions if you have any.
Questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve 2A?
So moved.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposition for like sign. Abstentions? Motion carried unanimously. Item 2D, authorize president to execute contract for on-demand ride-share services. Jim?
I'm going to ask Christina to help me with this, and also, this is our, as we proceed forward with these transportation network companies and different options to include taxis, this procurement gives us the opportunity to respond to requests from different cities and give us different options. So, Christina, could you give us an update?
Yes. On page 131 is the Board of Director memo. As Jim mentioned, the RFP that we put out was for on-demand services. We currently have a short-term contract with Uber that we've implemented service in Highland Village. We're wanting to do more of that type of service, so we needed to have a contract that we could leverage that was more long-term and had a larger financial amount so that we could implement in member cities as well as some of our contract cities. We received 3 proposals, one from Lyft, Irving Holdings, and Translope. Of the 3, 2 of them had services that we could leverage to implement those types of services. And a question was brought up earlier, how, having 2 different companies, it was very clearly stated in the RFP that we could award to more than one company. So we're recommending that we award a contract for Lyft and Irving Holdings. Each of them have different products and services available that we can leverage to serve the various markets within all of the different communities that we currently serve and could potentially serve in the future.
We recommend
Yes.
approval. Yes, sir.
So, I think everybody's familiar with Lyft. How long has Urban Holdings been in operation? What's the background?
Irving Holdings is almost all of the yellow cabs in the Dallas area.
And they have long-term contracts with DART and with Handytran in Arlington. So they're a very well-established taxi company.
The taxi companies are starting to morph a little bit into what, same thing Uber and Lyft.
Right.
And they've done some things with DART where they issue a debit card so that people that don't have credit cards can purchase that, and then they've got some really good methods in terms of how to work with agencies like ours. And we got a specific, pardon me?
Kind of like a credit card?
Kind of. It's really like, a debit card that you purchase, and it's ramped up based on what the policies are. That's what DART is doing when they have some of their service in Collin County. The city of Frisco asked if we could look at a taxi voucher type service to supplement the buses in lieu of adding another bus, particularly if we need like a half a bus worth of people. We put them out in increments of 1, but we can use the taxi to leverage, to do our peaks in service. So
It's a prepaid card and
It's like a gift card.
yeah, like it's actually working with some of our friends at DART, and it actually is sold by this. Some of this is sold by the same people that sell gift cards. It's the same network of people, and so that gets access for particularly those that don't, and some of the lower income areas.
It's like a
Unbanked
prepaid
people.
phone card.
Yeah, it's organized by
Yeah.
Pay Near Me, and you can actually go into like 7-Elevens and like,
Dollar stores.
yeah, sort of like low-income stores where you can pick up a card, pay them with cash, and they'll put that value on the card.
And the application that the taxi service uses is called Curb, just like Uber has their own application. So they're, again, they're morphing.
We recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? Any comments? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposition by like sign. Abstention same. Motion carries. Okay, gentlemen, looking at item 2C. What,
Let
you
me,
want to comment on that?
I want to follow up on our discussion we had during the work session. The request of the staff is that the board approve the resolution adopting the strategic planning guidance report as amended during the discussion in the work session. It's a comprehensive list of updates, and we will make those changes. No changes to the wording in the resolution, but those changes to the document will be incorporated into the final version, and we recommend your adoption as amended of this resolution for the amended strategic planning guidance report.
I move what you just said.
I'm sorry, did you make a motion?
I did.
Is there a second?
Second.
George, second. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposition by like sign. Motion carries. Okay, I think we're going to need an executive session, either 3A or B. Some comments on the chair report, which is item number 5. I mentioned to you earlier that we've been working Austin pretty feverishly. We got Drew Campbell on site down there. He is doing a great job. We have a couple of things that I think we want to talk to you about. House Bill 1588 is Simmons' bill, which is our bill, which you all have seen, of course, approved a long time ago. It hit House Transportation this week. I think as far as it's concerned, it's going to be sent over to the Senate.
The Senate, actually, it's moved through the Senate, scheduled for the Senate Transportation next week. Give me about 30 seconds.
While he's doing that, there are a couple of other bills we've watched pretty carefully. One is Senate Bill 198, which says again, this happens every session, is that the RTC will consist only of elected officials. Michael Morris claims that's not even illegal to do. It's happened last session. It was soundly defeated. I don't think it's going anywhere. It never has, so we just hope it doesn't materialize. But it's a formal Senate bill. I don't have a House bill side of that yet. And then the one that we mentioned earlier is Senate Bill 385, Connie Burton, having city election for use of federal dollars for rail. We've talked about that. I don't think that's going to rail, or is it just for? Well, I think it's specifically rail. But in any case, I don't think it's going anywhere. Those three bills we're monitoring every half day. I talked to Drew yesterday, Dick's talked to him today. He's well on point. So I think that's kind of where we are. There's 7 other bills we're watching that relate to us either directly or indirectly. But there's no legs on those yet. So we've got a pretty hefty legislative agenda and watch at this point in time. Any comments about that or questions?
What day are we in right now?
What?
What day in the 140 days are we in?
Oh, gosh.
How much time is left in this session?
You know what day we're in yet?
So June can't get her freaking
I
up.
mean, we're at least 90, we're almost 90, let's see.
We're past 90 days.
We're past 90 days.
Are they on
Getting
schedule, I
close to
guess
90
is the
days.
better question.
Is it Memorial Day that it finishes, or
Yeah,
is it the end of May, or is
It's
it just
basically
before the end?
May.
Yeah.
Isn't it the middle of January when it starts?
Yeah, so we're
Really only
probably on about 60, maybe 75 days at most.
We've passed the filing deadline, so the new bills can't be filed, but they can all be amended.
So
Okay,
any of
you've
those
answered my
answers-
question. We passed the filing deadline, so they've all,
Oh, yes, that's long gone.
so they're all gone, or they're on their way.
That's the day where they can work on things other than the governor's haphazard priorities.
They've got 6,500 bills, as I recall, last time around. Only 6,500. So,
Charles,
Thank goodness
Connie, your
they're only in
question,
session
it's
140 days.
the companion bill for Senate Bill 1179 by Nelson. And it's the same as,
And they're gonna carry it, and we've talked to them several times, I don't think there's any problem there, it's just really administrative.
I think she only filed like 35 bills, and this is one of them, so I think we'll do it.
And Jim and I are still working at the federal level with our federal legislative folks up there on the donor state issue. It's just gonna be a support letter that's going on, you know, by RTC and everybody else to get our 800 million back because of the gas tax imbalance that makes us a donor state. So we're about to send a letter to Washington in support of that initiative. So other than that, Jim, you got any comments about?
No, I'll be in Austin at least a day or two next week for the Public Transportation Advisory Committee, TxDOT group that I sit on. And then there's looks like there's a Tuesday afternoon, there's a session where they want me to do a presentation where the chair of the House Transportation Committee will be answering it. So if you make that happen, that'd be great. Maybe I'll be out of pocket for the middle of next week.
So we've, keep a extra change of clothes in the car? Almost had to go this week. Any other questions? How about your report?
Two things, just real quickly on budget transfers. You've already, this is not including the ones that you already approved today. We did transfers from operations and tires, parts, and fluids to purchase transportation so that we could do an early implementation of the taxi service. As we moved through this, we did a small contract just to get it started, and so we now have that capability. And actually, the RFP process caught up with us, but this gives us the ability to issue a purchase order. Anything we spend on this would be reimbursed by, in this particular, this is for Frisco, would be reimbursed. That's the only regional transportation issues. We're just working. You've already heard all the things we're working on. So April 5th, we've been asked to come back to the McKinney Urban Transit District meeting. So we'll be there with bells on. We've been working with the COG and the city of McKinney and all those to see how we can work that out. And so.
Do you have a next step with Frisco? Is there anything that's?
For Frisco, we are getting ready later this month to implement leveraging taxis because they want to expand their service area into Plano, but they don't expect that they'll have enough ridership for a new bus, and they don't want to allocate that budget. So we're going to leverage a partnership with the taxi service with Irving Holdings to help with capacity and expansion of service in Plano.
We talking about into the legacy business park? We talking about?
There is one section, I don't have the parameters with me, but basically where like medical center of Plano is, there's a lot of medical facilities. The primary focus is just the medical
Oh, like
facilities.
at 15th and?
Yeah, there's
Okay,
one.
wow, that's quite a bit, that's quite a ways into Plano, okay.
Yeah, that's why it would have put us upside down with the existing vehicles that we've got, because we're getting close to capacity, correct? Correct. We're getting real close to capacity on the service, and so we'd either be, the longer trip you take, the less people per hour, and we'd have to be denying trips.
Yeah, so instead of opening up to all of Plano, we suggested to Frisco that they create a designated area, so we're sticking with that
You say
area.
longer trip, what's the sense of how long are we talking? Miles?
10, 15 miles.
15 miles?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're talking about 15th and Coy.
If it's the far side of Frisco to, it depends on where you are. And some of those vehicles, they already have us operating into Frisco's service parameters, or they have service into McKinney and Allen now. And so those longer trips, and part of what we try to do, and Raymond and his guys are doing, and gals are doing a great job with this, is how can we start pairing up trips and be more logical about the return trips, so we're not dead-ending vehicles and things like that. So,
How about the other Frisco project, the rail?
We had
Is there a next step on that at this point, or is that just kind of?
we'll continue to pursue with the council of governments, with the railroad, partner communities. Those are just going to have to develop over time. The analogy I use is there's a series of dominoes that have to fall, and so you start pushing them over one at a time.
We got a mayoral election coming up too, that's kind of affecting.
And you approving the plan today is a very helpful tool for us to proceed in that process.
BNSF committed to continue to model and come up with some preliminary estimates of what it would take to support the capacity that we would need to provide service.
And COG has committed to helping us model things that BNSF is not. So like for ridership and things like that, to update our long-range
Do
service
we need
plan numbers.
Nelson Nygaard's help, or
No.
can we update what we, okay, good.
Yeah, I think the
Okay.
Council of Governments they're the keepers of all the data.
Yeah,
And so ridership information that's used for any kind of any formal use, that's the only recognized source of that information. So all the modeling, for the highways, transit,
Well,
it
can
comes
we
through
cost it out? I mean, can we cost out the construction and all that stuff? Okay,
yes.
we can do that, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no,
I've got all the 2005 data. We did all that back in the regional rails corridor study. Of course, it had to be updated, but you have a copy of that. You don't,
so
I'll get you a copy.
we may need to get another one.
We need to count that, close it all that.
I was just wondering, nothing to do with the rail, but on the other one, do any of the ridership numbers show length of trip or factor in length?
For Frisco,
Yeah, or-
Within route match, we have the trip distance, historical data, yes.
Okay.
We have metrics on it, but we don't see it.
Well, they have them.
Yeah.
Well, these are not secrets, so if anyone who wants that information,
Okay.
believe me, unfortunately, some of this you can get buried in
Yeah.
buried in information and,
Well, I'm not asking to see them, I
okay.
we have that.
Although, I think it might be nice to look at a map. This is not this map.
Okay.
See what that looks like. How far the road is.
Anything else?
No, sir.
For you?
I'm good.
Okay, anything on reports of items of community interest to the board?
can I share one thing that just came via email 10 minutes ago? There is an event, the City of Denton is hosting a first ever State of the City event. It is next Thursday, March 30th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. At the Denton Civic Center. So for those of you that might have an interest to find out what Denton is doing, again, that Jim can, I'll forward it to him so he can include it in the information sent out on Friday. But since it's next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m.
Anything else on number 7?
I will be at the Alliance Development Forum tomorrow, I don't know.
Good,
Next step, I'll keep you posted.
good, great. Anything else? Motion on item
So
number
moved.
8 to adjourn. Second?
Second.
Okay, not even gonna take the vote.
Hey, a quick note, this may be my last meeting,
Oh, really?
I'm not
Come
gonna
right by, man.
be, well, I'm gonna get out of town in April,
Oh, you're
for
right.
the next meeting, and then, I've actually filed to run for town council and social club and the election next six, so if I'm fortunate to get elected, I got legal opinion that I have to resign from this board, and I apologize for that. I know I would really enjoy this, and I have been enjoying it, and would miss it, and hope to, see, y'all again in some other avenue, so.
So if I go beg your dad, it won't work? Is that it? Okay.
Well, if we don't see you, then we'll
We'll
be
miss
happy
you.
for you and send you our
Thank you for your
congratulatory.
tenure.
It wasn't my plan to go on here, and then just that happened that way.
Good. Well, best wishes to you. Okay, we're adjourned.